I like making food item as a cake because it's really easy to make, to be real. Hi, I'm Inae. I'm an illusion cake artist. Today we're going to make fast food burger cake. This is cherry cake batter. Adding some oil, adding some milk. Whisk until you don't see any cake crumbs. And I'm gonna add cherries, the eggs. Mix it really good. Mix until you don't see any eggs. I'm gonna add a little bit of red food coloring to it. I picked red and yellow because McDonald's has red and yellow. This reminds me of Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. I have lemon cake batter already mixed. I'm gonna add egg, a little bit of oil. You can use whisk or spatula. Just wanna make it really nice. I'm going to add lemon juice. Then you can also add a little bit of yellow food coloring. Okay, so I'm gonna pour lemon cake batter. This cake batter looks like ketchup and mustard. And I love it. Spread into a pan. Cherry cake goes into pins. Spread it really nice. And I usually go tap, tap, tap. I'm going to carve this cake. Looks like burger buns. First, I'm gonna use cutter and I'm gonna carve it. Alright, this is done. And this is gonna be my bottom. The bottom one is not as round as top one because the bottom one is more flat. Cut just a little bit on top and then flip upside down, and this is gonna be my bottom bun. Time to make cake pops. You just need 1 scoop of buttercream and then mix really good with the cake crumbs. So this lemon cake is gonna be 2 patties for the cake burger. And I'm gonna put this in the fridge so that it gets a little sturdy. Frosting time. So I made this beautiful cream cheese frosting, and I like to use this plastic scraps to make it smooth. Okay. Gonna put it in the fridge. Okay, here's my lemon cake pop. I'm gonna frost with chocolate ganache. And this is for the burger patty. Okay, it looks like a patty already. We have top bun, and I'm gonna use modeling chocolate to cover this bun. Cornstarch to sprinkle on the table so that modeling chocolate doesn't stick on the table. I use a rolling pin to make chocolate a little thinner. And use a cutter to cut the excess of modeling chocolate. I'm gonna cut it, tuck in a little more. Then I like to press some lines so that it doesn't look like perfectly round, because all buns doesn't look same. Okay, here's my patty. I would like to cover with the modeling chocolate with a little bit of brown food coloring so that it matches patty color. Sprinkle cornstarch, make sure it doesn't stick on the table. And I would like to use this piece of foil to create the texture of a patty. Sometimes I like to use everything I can find in my kitchen or just my house. And this foil will make perfect texture of a patty. I'm gonna airbrush the top bun. And this is food coloring. I mix with the brown, orange, and yellow color. I'm gonna paint patty with the edible food paint. I use regular paintbrush from regular art store. I went to culinary school in the city. I was watching TV and Cake Boss was on. It seemed like, oh, I think I can do that, but I have no idea what they're using. So I started to search. They have this one-day program that you make like a birthday cake. So I went there, I made a birthday cake, and it turned out really good. It was the first time I ever baked cake. I'm gonna paint a little bit of glaze to look more juicy looking patty. I'm gonna sprinkle some sugar. Patty is done. This is a gelatin, and it's going to be onion, and I'm chopping onions. No, actually gelatin. I made a white chocolate ganache and add little bit of red and orange coloring. Looks like Big Mac sauce. And then all mixed together with my gelatin onion. I'm using wafer paper to make lettuce. So first, I'm gonna petal dust with the green color. Randomly spread it, cut little pieces. Spray water, put it on the mold. This mold is for flower petal. Just give a little bit of texture, and you can kind of just rip it. And it looks like a lettuce. We're going to make American cheese. I'm using modeling chocolate. Sprinkle a little bit of cornstarch before I mix it. Yellow modeling chocolate, a little bit of red. Ta-da! Yay! Okay, let's make a pickle. I'm using modeling chocolate. So I like to use this serrated knife for the edge of pickle. Just cutting it. And then I use this tool to make a little bit more pickly. See? Easy. Then I would like to give a little bit of texture of pickle too. Let's paint it. I feel like there is no between. Either you like pickle or you don't like pickle. Okay, it's done. Pickle. Time to build a burger. I'm putting cream cheese frosting between bun and patty. Cheese time. This is Big Mac sauce. That's really chunky. Add some lettuce. I like to have a model when I paint something real so I can get exact color and texture. We want to put middle bun. We just need tiny bit of cheese at the end because we're just gonna see the edge. Some pickles. I personally love pickles, so I'm gonna put extra pickles. More lettuce. I'm using modeling chocolate to make tiny sesame seeds. And I'm using torch to make sauce. Looks more runny looking. Then I'm gonna use a little bit of glaze on pickle because pickle always has water. Okay, it's done. That's assembled Big Mac cake. Let's cut it and see what happens. That's the completed fast food hamburger cake. Thank you for watching. Let us know what you guys think.
Oh, yes!